What's up, crew? Just Sensei here, Larry Antaporta, and I want to talk about the number one enemy in any beginner that's starting out in sales, and that's overcoming fear and rejection. So when I first started out in sales several years ago, one of the biggest insecurities I had to learn how to go through was that fear of rejection, right? And some of you guys might be relating to this, whether you're a guy who wants to ask out a girl in person, or you apply for that job interview and don't get it. That is a very real emotion that every human being will go through. But here's how I actually overcame that. And it's something in therapy called exposure therapy. Now, I'm gonna get a little bit cerebral with you guys, right? Because one of the things that's super important to understand is that it's not about not feeling the fear. It's actually just about understanding it, becoming aware, and learning how to continue to push through it. So when I first started out in sales, my first sales job was actually at this company called Mindbody. And it was a software company that actually sold CRMs to gyms, yoga studios, anything in really the fitness space. And one of the things I really had to do first day at the job was cold call a list of over 100 people, right? So you could just imagine me at 20 years old, just understanding what this whole sales thing is about, and my sales manager is saying, hey, Larry, pick up the phone and start dialing. So it would be a lie to say that I had no fear or wasn't afraid of getting rejected. But here was the thing that allowed me to become a top performer in less than 4 months in that company, which was I was willing to accept, become aware, and transform that fear of rejection, that fear of not being good enough, that fear of not feeling good enough in sales. And what I did was I had this principle of one more, right? So some of you guys might know who Ed Mylett is. I actually got a chance to actually listen to him in ClickFunnels back in 2022. And the message that he said that day was actually something that I was preaching and actually was practicing back when I was learning how to be a sales rep, which was one more. One more dial, one more conversation, one more pitch. And when you adopt this mentality of one more, there's something that happens to you, which is, hey, I might not be able to do the 100 dials today, but let me start out maybe 25 dials. Tomorrow, 26. The day after, 27. And when you start stacking that momentum, something magical happens, which is the winner's effect. You might not get the result that you ideally want, but what happens is you start to master the process that it takes to actually be a winner. And when you stack those winning days and you stack that momentum, that's actually when the results start coming into place. So what I invite you guys all to do is when you're feeling that fear, when you're feeling that rejection, is just remember, hey, I don't need to accomplish 100 dials today. I just need to do one more than I did yesterday. The next day comes along. I just need to do one more than I did yesterday. And when you start tapping into that mentality where it doesn't need to be this grandiose big goal, this grandiose thing that I'm shooting for, and it's just one more rep today, that's where you can start day by day overcoming that fear and overcoming that rejection. So that's the core principle that I just want to invite you guys to really think about today is become aware of the fear, become aware of the rejection, become aware of the anxiety, because it's only through that awareness that we can push through it, right? And the way that I kind of think about it is like, imagine you're stuck in LA traffic, right? I used to be from part of California. I know today we're in Hawaii, but LA traffic was like the worst thing possible. And the reason why is because once you pull up in LA traffic, what ends up happening is you're stuck there. You can't reverse back, you can't turn around. There's only one path, which is going through that traffic and being patient. Getting great and mastering sales is exactly the same thing. When you feel those moments of feeling stuck or feeling those moments of being fearful or feeling those moments feeling stagnant, there's only one path, which is being patient and moving through that situation, moving through that traffic. Because what happens if you decide to turn around is, one, people start honking their horn at you and actually more resistance is created. But two, you actually deprive yourself of the opportunity, not just for those goals and those commissions, but most importantly, the opportunity for growth and developing the skill set of being a top performer on that team. And so if your goal one day is to be a top performer that's making that 10, 15, 20K per month in commissions, we have to go through the metaphorical sales traffic of resistance, right? So that's my message here for you guys today. If you resonated with that, please give me a like, a comment below, and give me a follow if you're not already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Sensei out. Cheers. Yo, what's up, Sales Samurai? If you like that free training, then I'm actually gonna give you guys a little bonus and secret. So I'm giving away a free sales training course inside of our free school community. Now, in that training course, I'm walking you guys through all my strategies, my tactics, and everything that I use to go from 0 to 5.4 million in high ticket sales. Now, also, if you're someone that is newer to the high ticket sales space and looking to get into it, or you're looking for your next six-figure sales offer, then I got something special for you. I'm actually making intros, connections, giving you guys my tools and frameworks on how to land your next six-figure offer, what I call a rainmaker offer, inside of that free community as well. So click the link and the bio in the description below. My team will approve that immediately as soon as we get that, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Sensei out.